a second.
Okay.
Where's the full screen button?
F8, F5. Yeah.
Alright, it's a long way home. So a very good morning to everyone. So today, do you know what I'm going to talk about? So do you guys have any idea on like what a Mariana Trench is?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, in case you don't know, so like this is the deepest known point on the earth. And so it was discovered by the Hollywood director James Cameron. He got inspired by the mission to discover like, the sediments and the scientific kind of facts under the ocean. And so he started this excursion back in 2012. And so let's get started. So what is Mariana Trench? So Mariana Trench is something, it's a trench that located at the west coast of Guam, and also has another name which is known as Challenger Deep. It is known as Challenger Deep because originally James Cameron was like kind of like trying to cooperate with the a project known as Deep Challenge. So they called this place a Challenger Deep. They made the name for this place. Yeah, so as you can see, it's in this place. So like, do you know Mountain Everest? Yeah, so Mountain Everest has a height of like 8,000 meters, like above the sea level. That's very high, right? So, but then there's actually another that's higher than Mount Everest, which is Mariana Trench. So Mariana Trench has a height, the height of, where is it? Around 11,000 meters, like above the sea. So you try to invert it upside down, so it's like below the sea level, which is 11,000 meters below the sea level. So as you can see, like this is the place where the Titanic wreckage happened, around like 400 meters, and then this is where the Mount Everest lies on. And so this is the lightest one. The most base one is the Mariana Trench. So who explored Mariana Trench? Like I explained just now, is James Cameron, right? So it's like to try to obtain the video footages and the scientific samples so that it can contribute to the scientific field. So how was it formed? Like this, due to the plate tectonics. The tectonic, which means it's a structural kind of deformation. So there are like two important plates. The first one is the Pacific plate. Another one is Mariana plate, or we can call it as Philippine plate. And so this whole process is known as subduction process, which means that the heavier plate will go beneath the lighter plate, which is Pacific plate is heavier than the Philippine plate. And so right after that, we called it as a process known as serpentinization, which means the eruption will happen. This one, example of island arc, like formed from the process. Another one is how it really looks like deep in the Mariana Trench. So like it's very pressurized under this kind of condition, 8 tons per square per inch, which means that 1,000 times more pressure, the one we felt at the sea level. And so another one is this don't have any light, it's a black trench. And so another one is most of the creatures can live due to the hydrothermal vents, because hydrothermal vents give it kind of like the temperature suitable for the microorganisms. The temperature is around like 300 Celsius, which is impossible for us to live in, right? But then it's possible for the creatures because due to the protein structures. Another one is they're resistant to temperature extremes as well due to this one. Another one is like I said just now, the hydrothermal vents produce the hydrogen sulfide and also like other methane kind of products. They're trying to release by the hydrothermal vents so that they can then be consumed by the microorganisms. Another one is it can live for a long time, and then they do not migrate to other places, like they just live in a very constant place. Another one is they are very slow to evolve compared to the one living on the land. So, and then the food chain is exactly the same as the one on the earth. It's not different, but it's the same. Like for example, like I said, it's not the methane that consumed by the organisms, and then they release something with them consumed by another organism again. Okay, so there are like so many types of creatures, right? So I picked up like two very like I think is interesting. And so like the first one is amphipods. As you can see like on the left side of this, it's a strong shells that can protect them from the enzymes in such deep condition. Another one is holothurians, which is alternative source for making cooking gas. As you can see, this one is holothurians, which is they are like kind of like translucent sea cucumbers. You know, they are transparent look. So like in order to like clarify this everything, so I want to show you guys a short clip. As you can see, this I can't really see this one. So like the amphipod lies in between inside this one, and then you can see that this is the snail fish I showed you guys just now previously, the transparent kind of looking fish. And so like try to gather here, like like try to give them a warm temperature in between them so that they can survive. Here we go. And so there are so many creatures under the ocean, and so like the one I talk about is it's not here, but then you can see like there are like variety of the organisms living in such deep sea ocean, and so like don't try to get like get scared by the organisms. Like it's very beautiful like in this sort of deep sea ocean, and so like James Cameron fulfilled his mission at the Mariana Trench. And also like inspired lots of public interest in the exploration and scientific study of the deep sea oceans. Like maybe next time we can try to discover something new. We can try to contribute to the scientific field as well. Yeah.